so afraid of you, lying so far into. Yeah, I wanna know it. When here it sounds like the hell. Yeah, I wanna know it. Now I'm feeling right. Tell me I am in a bit hole, kinda pretty. I see the day all dancing around me, I'll be dirty. Yeah, I wanna know it. When I hear it sounds like the hell. Yeah, I wanna know it now. I'm feeling right.
If the light turned off, could shadows be living, voices appearing? If the light turned off, if the light turned off, would your face be mere than imagination? If the light turned off,
often do. And I don't know what'll happen any more than you. No need to be so dramatic, we always make it through. Cause even when life's tragic, it's kinda pretty too. The coral reef was bleached beyond the forest of dead trees, and on a plastic covered beach I saw it all vanishing beneath my feet. Told you it was too overwhelming, all the daily news, and I don't know how to help it, I don't know what to do. It's been so long since I felt it, felt some hope in the truth. Seems it's all been melting, falling out of view. The coral reef was bleached beyond the forest of dead trees, and on a plastic covered beach I saw it all vanishing beneath my feet. I'm here crying from the shore, screaming out please, please no more. I'm here crying from the shores, screaming out please, please no more. Beneath my feet, beneath my feet.
All the scars on my skin, they tell a story that I lived a life in sin and never felt sorry for what I did, for what I said. Cause you taught me to be like that. You lived life without regrets. I have to escape out of this cage, have to prove you that you're wrong. And I can't wait another senseless day, cause I've never felt so strong. You act like you know how I feel, but let me tell you this isn't real. So please don't talk about me, cause you don't even know me. You don't even know me. All those things inside my head driving me crazy. All the words that you said, please don't call me baby, cause I hate you and I love you, and I know I'll never be like you. It's time to let me go. I have to escape out of this cage, have to prove you that you're wrong. And I can't wants to stay, cause I've never felt so strong. You act like you know how I feel. Let me tell you this is real. So please don't take it down me, cause you don't even know me. You don't even know scars on my skin, they tell a story that I lived a life in sin and never felt sorry. Your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah, you say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Push me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, call my name. You understand, I wanna stay. Cause I don't wanna walk away. Fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah, you said that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Push me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, call my name. You understand, I wanna stay. Cause I don't wanna walk away.
dearly beloved. You are my dearly beloved. You are my dearly beloved. You would look into my eyes, saying that you never felt this good. Now I dream of better times, wishing I could hold you close again. So why does it hurt? I left you first, can't admit it to myself. But I guess I was wrong, knew the entire time. So why does it hurt? I left you first, can't admit it to myself. But I guess I was wrong, knew the entire time. You were my dearly beloved. I don't know what to say. Is it hi? Is it hey? Okay, that's too bad. Words are hard, everybody's gay. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Wish I could stay away from this. Quick, think of something. I'm not sure that I'm right for this conversation. Half a smile, walk away. Again, I'm sorry. I don't really get these social cues. There's no excuse for a lack of words. But I'm pretty self-aware, but apparently I'm not. So I don't know what to say. I've always been this way. Fuck. Words are hard, everybody's different, and that's okay.
You would say there ain't nothing that she wouldn't do. So you just hold it till it's over. Neither way she needs you. Maybe she's a girl who never found the words to tell you what's been going on. And right behind those eyes, those memories start to blind. So she never asked the sky for God. And maybe she's not right, she's trapped inside a mind where everything is always wrong. But you think when she breathes and she's more perfect than Eden. More perfect than Eden.
try to hold me. Wrestling with demons, trying to walk away. Enemies all acting like they know me, but I got no time for them, no, not today. Underground, I'm not here to play. On the clock, I got money to make. Taking off on my own again. Benjamin and my only friend. Hating 'cause they don't hold the pen. I do life's too loud. They try to hold me down, but they can never hold a crowd. Lately it seems I'm the only one who holds a crowd. Instead, we don't care now. Built this shit up out the ground. They can never match the sound, and they can never hold me down. I see them hoping I don't reach the top. I'm busy smoking, waiting for their speech to stop. Yeah, and deep down they know we don't compare. You get 100 little trappers come replace me. No, I tell my story for the reaper takes me. Oh, I can feel him coming for my soul. I can see him running around the spirals. Yeah, they work tough, trying their best to make cheese. I don't wanna flex on them, but you know my steeds are the surplus. One of you just gotta say please. You know I'm a real deal, I'm a real one. They don't feel me 'cause they feel none. Heard they don't get me, probably get none. They can never run me down, no, it's just begun. Yeah, this industry is cold, but I can never fall, and they can never hold me down.
Good evening and welcome to this very special trivia evening called Quiz and Roll, a music extravaganza just for CEO Clubs International. Good evening and welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your time. We are here to entertain you over the course of the next hour or so. First things first, my name is Mark and I will be your quizmaster this evening. I have written these questions and prepared them just for you and hopefully they will entertain you. Looking over at our login screen here, we can see nearly 26 or 27 of you now logged in, which is great, and even better to see is the live chat over here. Everybody starting to get involved, which is wonderful to see. Do please continue doing that as we go through the evening because it's great to see you guys out there interacting. So quick shout out, Satirios is there, Merchia, Sport Ed Talks signing in with their corporate name, Andre, Radu, Catalina, Virgil, all logging in ready to play. So what do we have up ahead? Well, we have 50 fast-paced questions back to back with absolutely no breaks lyrics whatsoever. Now, the questions are about the last 50 years of music. We will start with question number 1 in 1970. Question number 2 will be about something from 1971. Question number 3, 1972. And all the way up to the present day with question number 50, which will be about something from 2019 and 2020. So, there's something for everybody, no matter which decade you seem to remember best. Hopefully, you'll be able to get some points. But how do you get those points? Let's tell you. So here are your game rules. You will be playing along using your handsets. You should hopefully have logged into My Quiz using the code 597069. That is a personal code just for this quiz. I will also point out as well that this live stream that you are watching is not available. It's not open. Only people that have the link that we have sent to you can see this stream. So this is not public. It is you guys only. So as you play along using your smartphone, tablet or your computer, whichever one you use is completely up to you. The questions that appear on your screen, they will come up in various formats. The most common format is multiple choice. Good old multiple choice. We ask you a question and you simply click A, B, C or D. There are some questions where a keypad will appear on your screen and we call those open-ended questions. Now those ones you must pay attention because we will ask you exactly what to enter. For example, we might say, what is the first letter of the name of this band? And if we ask that, you will only enter one letter. You don't need to spell out all of the name of the band, just one letter. We might ask you for a number. If we do that, we will tell you both. I will tell you, and on your screen it will tell you how many digits that number will be. So if we ask you for a year, for example, it will say enter a 4-digit answer. If we ask you for somebody's initials, it will say please enter a 2-letter answer. No punctuation with those open-ended questions, just put the letters and that is it. If you get an answer correct, you will score 100 points. If you get it wrong, you just get 0. Now, there are some questions that have multiple answers and a chance for you to get some big points. If you get all of them right, you get 100 points. Now, that means that there will be one question, 5 possible answers, and 3 of them are correct. You click all 3 of them to get the 100 points. If you get just one of them wrong, each of the other correct answers is worth just 20. So on those questions, you will score 20, 40, 100 points, depending on how many you get right. And this is where it gets really interesting. There is a speed bonus available to every single player on every single question of up to 50 points. And that is determined by how quickly you answer. The quicker that you answer, the more bonus points you will get. Of course, you have to get the question right. If you do, and you answer in the first second or so, you will get all of those 50 points. If you take the full 15 seconds and answer right at the end, then I'm afraid you'll only get 1 or 2 bonus points. But the most important thing is try and get the answer correct. We do give you 15 seconds to answer every single question, and there is a small gap of 30 seconds between every single question as well to allow you to join in with the live chat, which lots of you are doing. And we can see even more of you signing in now. We're up to 31 players, which is good. We were told there would be around 30, so we're hitting that absolutely spot on. As you can see, we've got Madge, Madonna herself down here. Will there be a question about her tonight? I don't know. Above us are the Village People. Maybe they'll be making a show tonight, maybe sometime in the 70s. We will see. Now, we've got a few prizes to give away, and they're a whole bundle of fun. Let's start with our winner's prize. And this is what you get to choose from if you are our out-and-out winner tonight. Your choice of any of these books. You can go for The Dark Side of the Moon Revealed, which is the real story of Pink Floyd's landmark album. I'm sure we've all listened to that album. If we don't own it, I'm sure you've heard it at some point. The Rolling Stones in the Beginning is a wonderful book as well. That is available to you. Or maybe you'd like a retrospective of the Beatles album by album. You can choose any of those books if you are our winner tonight. But we've got lots more prizes to give away, and not just to the top player. We'll also give a prize to the runner-up. And it's another book, and the runner-up will receive a copy of 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. Now, that sounds quite a lot to me, but this book will guide you all the way if you want to try and target those 1001 albums that you must hear before you die. Coming to second place tonight, and you will win that book that will guide you all the way to hearing every single one of those albums. Okay, we have spot prizes as well. And we go to 10th place now. So 1st, 2nd and 10th. 10th will be a Queen Monopoly set. Now, we all love a game of Monopoly. And as we head into a potential second lockdown, we all need board games, right? Now, and what better board game to play than Queen Monopoly? That will go to you if you finish in 10th position this evening. And how about this? 20th place. Have we got any rock and roll fans out there? Well, if we have any rock and roll fans or fans of doormats maybe, this is the perfect prize for you. A Guns N' Roses doormat, a Guns N' Roses entrance mat. That will go to whoever finishes in 20th place. And we finish up in 30th place. Yet another spot prize, a beautiful set of musical cufflinks, just like you can see on the screen there. They will go to you if you finish in 30th place. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how you know which position you're going to be in. Well, at any given time, your screen will show you your current position, and at the end of the game, it will show you where you finished as well. And we will also send out a full rank of everybody's position so that we can see at the end exactly who won what. All right, let's come back to our main screen. And here we are again. So loads and loads of people signing in. Olga is ready to go. So is Virgil. Lots of people getting super ready. Soterios is now. I had a meeting with Soterios. He was doing some trivia with us during the meeting, so he's going to be a tough one to beat tonight, I would say. Radu is ready to quiz and roll. Great name for a quiz, isn't it? Quiz and roll. I've decided to get into the spirit of things. I'm wearing one of my T-Rex t-shirts with Mark Bolan. I'm sure some of you appreciate that. Andre's asking for a beer prize. I'm afraid we weren't given a beer prize to give to you. Otherwise, I would love to. Same with wine, Radu. There's no wine to give away this evening. We're giving away nice, wholesome, fun prizes, no alcohol whatsoever. But I'm sure the guys at CE Clubs would be more than happy to buy the winner a beer at some point at an event very close to the future. Is there a bonus for those who were not born in the 70s? Sandra, you're really clutching at straws there. That's okay. I don't mind that. But no is the answer, I'm afraid. I'd like to think that the trivia that we have come up with for each year will give everybody a bit of a chance. And remember, you can guess at every single question as well. So even if it's a really tricky question, and some of them are quite difficult, you can take a guess at absolutely everything. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than clever. All right, so do continue chatting to us in the feed. Remember, it doesn't matter if you do very well here tonight. If you do, you might win a prize at the top. But if you're finishing 10th, 20th or 30th, you're going to get a prize as well. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? We like that. Right, 35 users are tapping in now. Looking at the time, we've got 10 past 7, and we did say that we would get going at 10 past 7 because I do appreciate that we would like to try and finish as close to 8 o'clock as possible. So I think we should get going, everybody. Let me remind you once again, 50 back-to-back questions. The time will pass very quickly. You get 15 seconds only to answer each question. You can guess at every single one. Some of them are multiple choice. Some of them are open-ended, where you must click the correct letter or correct number that we prompt you to give. And we will go all the way through to the end with that 30-second gap between every question. So you can keep joining in with this feed right next to us if you want to have a chat with each other, and we'll go all the way. On this screen, when we go to our game screen, will be questions and also the top 3 displayed at any given point. And I'll keep a little running total of the top 5 as well, so that we can tell you how well you are doing. So I think we should head over to our live game screen. Here we go. And this will be our live game screen. And if you're just joining us at the last second, right below me, get yourself logged in now. myquiz.org with the code 597069. As I say, it's only you guys that can see this feed because we have got an unlisted YouTube channel tonight. So nobody is logging in and joining in without our permission. 37 players now, but we've got 10 of them that haven't actually entered the game. 37 are in, but 10 of them are not actually ready to play. We might have to get going without them. They can join in, or you can join in even after we've started. Okay, so as you can see, chat stays here. The questions and the top 3 will be below me. So please get your handsets ready, whether you're playing on a smartphone, on a tablet, or on your computer. It doesn't make a difference as long as you are connected to the game. I think we should get going. Good luck to everybody. If you want to talk to me about any of the trivia, any of the questions, maybe something we've even got wrong, let's hope we haven't, do join in with the chat as we go. Best of luck to all of you. Let's see if we can find the first ever champion of our CEO Clubs quiz, and let's kick you off. And away we go. And your first question will appear on your screen now. And we're in 1970. Who won the Eurovision Song Contest with the song All Kinds of Everything? All you've got to do is click the correct answer. So we start in 1970 with a question about 1970. Who won the Eurovision Song Contest that year? with the song All Kinds of Everything. And your time is up, and the answer we were looking for here is Dana. 18.2% of you going for that. Lots of you going for Dana International there. She was in 1988, you may remember, and Danu are an Irish folk band. So, starting us off is Dave into the lead with Virgil in second. They were the only two people to get that question right. So Dave's off to an absolute flyer, but Virgil's gone along with him. Plenty of points ahead of us, though. It really is as simple as that. We're going to take you on to 1971. In which city did Led Zeppelin perform their iconic song Stairway to Heaven for the first time? Was it Glasgow, Belfast, Amsterdam or Hamburg? So a couple of tricky ones to kick you off. There will be some easier questions as we go through the quiz, I promise. But take a guess and see if you can get yourself some points. Let's see if we can get somebody else onto the scoreboard. Belfast is the correct answer just here. And according to the band themselves, they said the audience absolutely hated it and they were bored to tears. Now, lots of people getting some points there. It's Andre still leading with Dave B in second, Virgil, MKI and Bob. All have some points. Tudor, yeah, that's not bad, is it? To be on zero but still be in third place. That was rather impressive. But you've all got some points now, which is good. We move on to 1972. And it is an open-ended question. What is the first letter of the product that was advertised using the song I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing by the New Seekers? There is an image on your screen of the advert. But what's the first letter? So it's a one-letter answer, please. Let's see how many of you know this. Tricky question, but some of you getting it. 14% of you. It's C for Coca-Cola. The song was written specifically for the advert, but then became a massive hit afterwards as well. Good question for Dave B, who gets it right and takes the lead. 241 points. You've got Andre in second. Virgil, Bob and MKI make up our top five. So we're in the 70s. Maybe these are the tough questions. Maybe it'll be a bit easier once we get into the 90s or the 2000s maybe. We will see. But keep going. Here's question number 4. March 1973 saw the release of which of these 4 iconic albums? Was it Dark Side of the Moon, Exile on Main Street, A Night at the Opera, or The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust? So yeah, some tricky 70s questions to get us going. But if you can pick up some points here, whether it's by luck or judgment, it doesn't matter. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd is the correct answer, and a massive 44.4% of you getting that one right. Bowie and the Stones, they were in 1972. Queen was in 1975. So with that, lots of people getting points. Andre still holds on to the lead with Dave in second. Alex now in third. Liviu and Floriana, who make up our top 5. Very, very close at the top after just 4 questions. Long way to go yet. Here's question number 5. Which band had a worldwide disco hit with the song Rock the Boat? Stylistic Shoes Corporation, George McRae, or the Drifters? Still with these tough 70s questions. They will get easier as we get to towards the present day, I assure you. So in 1974, it was the Hughes Corporation. Some of you getting this, 17.6% of you getting it right. There was a very similar song called Rock Your Baby by George McRae, which came out in the same year. But this particular song across the world was very popular at discos, school discos and weddings as well. And it still is to this day. Dave B in the lead, 366. Andre in third. Andre in second. Alex D into third. Floriana up to fourth. Murcia in fifth. 1975, how long is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen? Now, if you saw Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, you might have a bit of an idea. How long is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen? Tudor, plenty of time to catch up, buddy. Plenty of time. And the correct answer is 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, if you've seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, there is a scene in there where Mike Myers plays a record producer who says nobody will listen to a song that is nearly 6 minutes long, hence 5 minutes 55 seconds. So look at this, very close. Dave B in the lead, but just 2 points ahead of Alex, who then has a lead over Andre in third. Malaguitsa comes into fourth, and Virgil is there in fifth. Next question, on to 1976. Dancing Queen by ABBA was a #1 single in which of these countries? Was it Spain, France, Italy or Russia? Soterios, plenty of time to catch up. The lead is only on 366. That's only a couple of fast correct answers. Let's see how many of you know about ABBA. It was Russia, 37.5%. Very popular in the Soviet Union were ABBA. It made it to a number one across the world, apart from Spain, France and Italy. Rather peculiar fact, but it's true. Dave B, Alex, Malagowitza, Andre and Tudor, the countryman. Tudor is making that comeback. He comes into the top 5 in 5th position. So we're still in the 70s and we move on to 1977. The song Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon was the theme for which James Bond film? Live and Let Die, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy or The Spy Who Loved Me? Which James Bond film? And your time is up. And it's The Spy Who Loved Me, and that was the easiest question so far. 55% of you managing to get that one, and that's given lots of you some points, which is wonderful. Dave B, still in the lead, but it's only, 102 points over Alex, and then we've got Malagowitza in 3rd. Tudor, the countryman, is making some moves, he's up to 4th. Andre is still hanging around the top 5 in 5th. Something has tickled Olga, she's finding things funny, that's good, I'm glad we're pleasing you. Couple more from the 70s, 1978. YMCA by the Village People was released at the end of the year, but which of these characters was not one of the Village People? We did show them to you earlier. Were you paying attention? So one of those 4 is not one of the Village People. Which one? Any Village People fans in? It's the fireman. There is no fireman. There's absolutely a soldier. It featured a policeman, a soldier, a construction worker, a leather man. It's the best way of describing him, and a Native American Indian and cowboy. But there was no fireman, absolutely no fireman in the Village People. Dave B still leads with Alex, Malagowitza, Andre moving up a place, and Tudor the countryman is there in 5th. We've got just one more question on the 70s before we get into the 1980s. Here is your next question, question 10. And please select 3 answers. 3 hits for Donna Summer from 1979. Your final question from the 70s. Select 3 hits for Donna Summer in 1979. Get all 3 of them for all the points. Come on now, Catalina. We're barely a 5th of the way through this. You can still catch up. We were looking for Bad Girls, Hot Stuff and MacArthur Park, and some of you managed to get all of those. Very, very impressive. I Will Survive was sung by Gloria Gaynor, and We Are Family was by Sister Sledge. So you could have sort of reverse engineered that question and gone for the ones which was obviously not by her. But let's have a look and see what that's done. Dave B leads, Alex in 2nd, Malagowitza is in 3rd, Andre is there in 4th, and we've got Pavel now coming into the top 5. Pavel in 5th position, 339 points. We're into the 80s. Question number 11. 1980, Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police includes the lyric, just like the old book by Nabokov. Which book is this referring to? So it's a real trivia question, this one. Which book could it be referring to? It's referring to the book Lolita. Sting was also mocked for rhyming shake and cough with Nabokov at the time. It was roundly ridiculed, this song, and now, of course, it's an all-time classic. So we've lived and we've learned, haven't we? 17.6% getting that right. It's very close at the top. Alex has the lead, but just a slender one from Dave B. Malagowitza having a great quiz so far, up into 3rd. Andre is there 4th. Pavel has taken 5th and is staying in 5th as it stands. On to 1981. Which rock band had a hit with I Surrender? Which rock band had a hit with I Surrender? Cloud, Sun, Rain or Rainbow? All right, your time is up. Now, as far as we're aware, we don't know of any bands called Cloud, Sun or Rain, and thankfully, neither do you, because 81% of you getting that one right. There's a whole bundle of points for everybody. Rainbow is the correct answer, and they featured the lead singer Richie Blackmore before he went off to form his own band. Dave has the lead, Alex 2nd, Malagowitza still 3rd, Andre still 4th, and Pavel in 5th, but everybody almost getting some points there, which is nice to see. It looks like the 80s might be a bit kinder to you. Let's try another one. 1982. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor was used in the movie Rocky III, but what colour eyes do most tigers actually have? So, nothing to do with music here. It's a trivia question that we've tied in. Orange, blue, green or yellow. What colour eyes do tigers mostly have? And your time is up. They have yellow eyes, and most of you knew this, at least half of you actually, 54.5%. White tigers, because of a genetic abnormality, have blue eyes, but otherwise, if you ever look into the eye of a tiger, it will be yellow. Alex, Dave, Andre, Malagowitsa, they've switched places. Pavel is still in 5th. So we've had the same top 5 for a few questions, but maybe as we get into some different decades of music, that will change. But Alex leads the way as we move on to 1983. Which supermodel appeared in the video for Uptown Girl by Billy Joel? Al McPherson, Bo Derek, Christy Brinkley, or Cindy Crawford? One of them is, you can actually see her on your screens. So which one is it? Does that help you at all? It was Christy Brinkley, 13% of you getting it right. Most of you going for Cindy Crawford there. The funny thing is, the song was actually written about his relationship with Al McPherson at the time, Uptown Girl, but then he ended up marrying Christy Brinkley, who appeared in the video with him. So, wow, Billy Joel, what a player. Alex breaks 1,000 points, 1,021. Dave in 2nd, Andre 3rd, Malagowitsa is in 4th, and we've got Floriana coming into the top 5 again, and she has taken 5th place. Here's your next question, 1984. Which rock band released the album 1984 in 1984? Was it Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Van Halen, or Whitesnake? Does the little bit of video footage there help? It might do. So which rock band released the album 1984 in 1984? It was Van Halen, and a huge 71.4% of you getting it right. Maybe, just maybe, the little bit of video footage there helped you, because that is the video from the huge hit from that album, which was Jump, which I think everybody remembers. Alex still in the lead from Dave, Malagowitsa, and then Andre, and Pavel has fought back into his favourite 5th position there, and he's back in with 567 points, just a couple of points behind Andre for 4th. Here's your next question, number 16. 1985. Which act did not have a hit in 1985 with a song called The Power of Love? So there were 3 massive hits called The Power of Love, all completely different songs in that year, but one of these artists did not perform it. Which one? And your time is up, and the correct answer we were looking for is Diana Ross. The songs only shared the same name, as I say. They were all completely different songs. It was just one of those things that they all happened to have the same name. Diana Ross is the correct answer. She did not have a hit called The Power of Love, and Alex didn't get it, which has allowed Dave to catch up a little bit. Malagowitsa up into 3rd, Andre 4th. Dan now comes into the top 5. Dan with 606 points. So Alex and Dave have a bit of a lead over everybody else, but there are so many questions to come. Plenty of points available. We move on to 1986. Featured in the film Top Gun, what was the name of the band that had a huge hit with Take My Breath Away? Berlin, Paris, London, or Barcelona? Berlin, Paris, London, or Barcelona? I've got a feeling this will be a big one. Indeed it is. What have we got? This is the easiest question so far. 83.3% of you remembering that it was the band Berlin. It was a bit of a one-hit wonder. They didn't really have too many hits after that. It was the one that they were famous for. They're still getting royalties from it to this day, and lots of you getting that one. So Alex now on to 1,277 points, with Dave tagging along in 2nd. Malagowitsa still in 3rd. Dan moves up into 4th. Pavel comes back in with 700 points into 5th. 1987, a true or false question. Michael Jackson co-wrote the song La Isla Bonita, but offered it first to Madonna. Is that true or is it false? Did Michael Jackson co-write the song La Isla Bonita? 50-50 shot here, so just take a guess and let's see what you've gone for. Wow, lots of you getting this right. 65.2. It was false. In fact, that bit of trivia there is the other way round. It was a case of Madonna actually co-wrote the song, and they offered it to Michael Jackson first, and he just found it wasn't for him, and so Madonna decided to record it herself. I just can't see that song being sung by Michael Jackson, to be honest, but then, you know, who knows. Alex, a bit of a lead now over Dave. Dan up into 3rd, just like that. We've got Satiris coming in to 4th place for the first time, and Andre up into 5th. 1988, made famous by the song Enya. Through which country does most of the Orinoco River flow? So the famous song is Orinoco Flow, which I'm sure you remember. But where does most of the Orinoco River flow? It's Venezuela, and 37.5%, the majority of you getting that right. 75% of it is in Venezuela, the rest is in Colombia. So if you went for Colombia, if you've been there and you have been near the Orinoco River, that was a bit cheeky of us, but 75%, the majority is in Venezuela. Alex still in the lead with Dave in second, Dan in third, Malagowitza fighting back, coming up to fourth. Pavel, who just loves that fifth position, he's staying there. He's still there, fifth, 811 points. Your final question of the 80s, 1989. The disgraced duo Milli Vanilli were exposed for not having sung on any of their records, but which one of these was one of their hits? And we do say hits with inverted commas, of course, because they didn't sing it. But which one? Which one of those was one of their hits? All right, your time is up. Your final question of the 80s. The correct answer here was Girl, You Know It's True. 71.4% of you getting that one right. So lots of points to be had there. And will you look at this? It's a big moment because Pavel has moved up from 5th to 4th, everybody. It's still Alex, Dave and Dan are top 3, but Pavel now in 4th position. Malagowitza drops down to 5th position. We are done with the 80s, which I'm sure will please a lot of you. We're going into the 90s. I've got a feeling we're going to get some big points now. On to 1990. Question number 21. Wind of Change by the Scorpions was written after the band visited which country? So, Wind of Change by the Scorpions was written after the band visited which country? Was it Yugoslavia, Romania, the USSR, or East Germany? A real history question here. Tricky, tricky, tricky. And your time, it is up. Now, our leading player got it right. It was the USSR. Well done if you got that. Bit of a tricky question there. None of you went for Romania. You didn't get caught out at all by that one. So Alex got it right, and he suddenly got a really good lead over Dave in second. Dan, though, is giving chase. He's in third. Malagowitza has decided she had enough of Pavel sitting in 4th position, and she's decided to switch places with them. So Pavel goes down to 5th, but he's perfectly comfortable there. He's fine, don't worry. Here's your next question, number 22. 1991, which album was released by U2 in November of 1991? It is the album cover that you can see on your screens. Do you recognise it? Did you buy it? Do you own it? If you do, that's going to help. And your time is up. That is Achtung Baby, 31.8%. Just about the majority of you getting that one right. Tricky question. Alex got it wrong, and that's allowed Dave to close the gap a bit. And you know what? It is getting a little bit closer at the top here. Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza, and Pavel. That's your top 5, but just a couple of correct answers and a couple of good bonuses here, and anybody could take the lead. So, not quite at halfway yet. Remember, you can join in with the feed if you want to at any point. Here's your next question, number 23. The Annie Lennox song, Love Song for a Vampire, was released as the soundtrack to which movie? Twilight, The Vampire Chronicles, Bram Stoker's Dracula, or Dracula Dead and Loving It? So it's another movie question. Okay, your time is up. I think this might be quite a higher answer rate as well, and it is 52.4% of you getting it. It was released as a double A-side with the song Little Bird, which not too many people remember, but it's a beautiful song, and it was Bram Stoker's Dracula. Alex then still leads, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Pavel, so it's our same top 5, the same 5 we've had for a while. Lots of people claiming that they've been good this year. We haven't had much opportunity to be otherwise, really, have we, with the way the year has gone? I think we'll just be glad when Christmas and New Year is over and we can head into 2021, right? Anyway, 1993. Oh, multiple answers. Please select the 3 singers that featured on the song All for Love. Click on 3 answers to get all of those points. Sting, Bryan Adams, Michael Bolton, Rod Stewart, Eric Clapton. 3 of them performed on that song. Which 3 was it? It was Sting, it was Bryan Adams, and it was Rod Stewart. And I tell you what, there's not fooling you guys. It was from the film The Three Musketeers, which of course you can see in the picture there, and most of you getting all of those. And we have got a bit of a change over here. Now, Alex still leads, but Dave is definitely catching up. Dan is also catching up on Dave. Malagowitza holds on to 4th, but we've got Catalina B coming in to 5th place, 1,095 points. She's broken that 1,000-point barrier, and she's decided to get involved now. Here's your next question, 1994. It was a big year for the Danish singer Sanne Carlsson. What is the first letter of her stage name? Is it C, R, E, or W? You can see her in your picture, but what is the first letter of her stage name? C, R, E, or W are your options. Did you recognise her? Some of you did. It's W. W for Wakefield. She had a massive hit with a song terrible song, Saturday Night, which you may remember. She took her name from her music teacher, who was called Mr. Wigfield. Quite a fun name, isn't it? But anyway, if you got that, well done. Alex still leads, but I tell you what, Dave is catching up. Dan getting dropped a little bit by Dave. It's still those two out in front. Malagowitza and Catalina B still make up your top 5. On to 1995. True or false, the song I'll Be There For You by the Rembrandts was written specifically for the TV show Friends. So, was I'll Be There For You written just for Friends? Did it exist before that? True or false? Okay, so another true or false question. Let's see how you've gone here. Oh, look, almost straight down the middle, but it is true. Yeah, the song was actually written, and initially it was just a 1 minute long theme tune, but then it was so popular that the Rembrandts, the band, the Rembrandts, they decided to turn it into a full hit, and it's the song that they've made their entire career around, really, haven't they? Alex breaks 2,000 points, and he moves on a little bit, but Dave is definitely catching up. Dan gets some points there. Malagowitza, and welcome back to Pavel into his regular 5th place. On to 1996 now. How old was the old man mentioned in the lyrics of Ironic by Alanis Morissette? Please enter a 2-digit answer. No punctuation, just 2 digits to get the points. How old was the old man mentioned in the lyrics of Ironic by Alanis Morissette? Wow, look, we've only got a few of you getting this one right. 98. An old man turned 98, won the lottery and died the next day is the lyric. Just 5% of you getting that one right. So if you were one of those players that just got it, you've just caught up a ton of points on 95% of the people in this quiz. Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Pavel are still your top 5. That was a tricky one, but I bet now you've heard the answer. You knew it really, didn't you? Okay, we're still in the 90s. We move on to 1997. Which singer performed with Puff Daddy on I'll Be Missing You, their tribute song to the notorious B.I.G.? Was it Lauryn Hill, Aaliyah, Faith Evans, Alicia Keys? It was one of them. All right, your time is up. How have you done here? It was Faith Evans. Yeah, the majority of you getting this one as well. 38.1% getting it right. Look, it's still very close because our top players are failing here. They're not getting all these 90s questions. Did they peak in the 70s and 80s, I wonder? Alex and Dave both get it wrong, but they stay in first and second. Dan is really catching up now. Malagowitza also making a bit of a move. And Liviu, for the first time, I believe, coming into our top 5. He's got 5th position. Okay, question number 29. 1998, which Spice Girls hit was the very first song without the vocals of Geri Halliwell? Was it Two Become One, Goodbye, Mama, or Viva Forever? It was one of them. So the first Spice Girls song to not feature Geri Halliwell, it was Goodbye, which was written because she left the band. So after she'd gone, they wrote a song specifically for her. They called it Goodbye. Obviously, she didn't perform on the track, but she had gone. 14.3% of you getting it right. And once again, our top players did not get it, which has really allowed lots of you to catch up. It's still Alex and Dave and Dan and Malagowitza, but Sotiris comes back into the top 5. Is he going to start making his move to get a top spot? We will see. One more question on the 90s. It's 1999. Who is the first girl mentioned by Lou Bega in the song Mambo No. 5? Does he say Rita, Sandra, Pamela or Angela first? Or this is a tricky one. Quickly sing it to yourself in your head. You've only got 15 seconds to try and work this out. Take a guess. Rita, Sandra, Pamela or Angela? It's Angela. 43.5% of you getting that one right. You were really split between Rita and Angela, but it goes, I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra and Rita, and as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. I would sing it, but I have a terrible singing voice. I'm doing you a favour, believe me. And still our top player, Alex, is getting questions wrong, which is allowing players to catch up. Dave is now just a few points behind him, with Dan, Malagowitza and Sotiris all getting that as well. They are catching up. We're into the noughties, the 2000s. Number 31, what are the initials of the singer that performed the song Can't Fight the Moonlight, which featured in the film Coyote Ugly? A 2-letter answer, no punctuation, just tap in 2 letters. We would like the initials of the singer that performed the song Can't Fight the Moonlight. Your time is up. Was this tricky? Nobody getting this. Al R for Leanne Rimes. Al R for Leanne Rimes. I bet some of you actually knew that, but That means that nobody gets any points there, meaning that we stay with Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Satirist. Alex is happy that nobody got that right because he stays in the lead, but it is a very slender lead now. It's definitely not a two-horse race. I think we've got 3 people for sure that could win this, maybe even more. 2001, due to the song's subject matter, which of these was one of only a few songs chosen by radio DJs in New York to be played following the 9/11 terrorist attacks? So only one of those songs. They played very few songs on the radio the following day, or during the day and the following day, should I say. And the correct answer here is Hero by Enrique Iglesias. 47.4% of you getting that right. Yeah, the song had actually just been released, so it was already kind of on their playlist, but it was a tricky time for music, and so they were very cautious. And of course, the radio broadcasts at the time were dominated by news as opposed to music. Very few songs were played, but that was one of them. Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Pavel are your top 5 as we go into the noughties a little bit further. Here's number 33. 2002, the video for which Foo Fighters song shows the band playing in a completely empty arena? The video for which Foo Fighters song shows the band playing in a completely empty arena? All right, your time is up. Any Foo Fighters fans out there? Well, a few of you, 28.6% getting it right. All My Life. It's a tremendous video. I mean, they do great videos anyway, the Foo Fighters, but that in particular is a good one. We still have this out-and-out battle at the top with Alex and Dave. It's Alex in first, Dave in second. Dan is definitely not giving up, but he needs to get a few right here. Malagowitza could still catch Dan for 3rd place. Pavel, he's very comfortable in 5th position. Don't worry about him. He's all right. We stay in the noughties. 2003. Which aging rocker had a revival hit with Are You Ready for Love? Are you ready for love? I've got a feeling lots of you are going to get this one. Let's find out. Take a guess if you're not sure, remember. I mean, look, we've literally put him on the screen for you, so you should be able to get it. Oh, it's Elton John, only 13.6% of you getting that right. I thought that might be a bit higher. But anyway, if you did get it right, you've just caught up on the 85% of the field here. Dave and Alex, what have we got there? It's only like 52 points separating them now. Dan is in 3rd. Malagowitza is starting to catch up a little bit. Pavel, guess where he is? You're right, he's in 5th position. Okay, so that one tricked a few people. Surprising. Let's try another one. 2004. Which painter is mentioned in the lyrics for Dragostea Dante by the Moldovan band Ozone? And I apologise implicitly for my terrible pronunciation of the name of the song, but I'm sure you're all very aware of the song. Which painter is mentioned in the lyrics? It is Picasso. Oh yeah, are you aware of the song? 82.6% of you are aware of the song. That's what I would say. That's incredible. And that is Numa Numa Man, the one of the original memes. The guy went just supersonic and super famous because he loved to sing along to the song and film himself. Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Pavel are your top 5. I bet you weren't expecting a question on that song tonight, were you? We aim to please. Okay, we're on to 2005 now. This will be question 36. Who performed the song We Belong Together, which stayed at number 1 on the Billboard charts for 14 weeks? That is a long time. So who performed the song We Belong Together, which stayed at number 1 for the 14 weeks on the Billboard charts in the USA? Massive, massive hit. And it was Mariah Carey. Lots of you knowing this, 57.1. It's the 3rd longest number 1 in 57 years, which is how long the Hot 100 has been going. And in fact, the longest one is her as well. Alex still leads. Dave in 2nd. Dan is really catching up now. Dan is starting to make his moves. This is his time by the looks of things. I tell you what, Malagowitza is catching up as well. And Pavel, very comfortable. He's all right. We move on to question number 37. 2006. True or false? Crazy was the first ever single released by Gnarls Barkley. Is that true or false? Crazy was the first ever single released by Gnarls Barkley. Remember, if you answer these questions nice and fast and get them right, you could get up to 50 bonus points to help you get a prize. All right, time is up. It is true, it was theirs for the very first song, featuring CeeLo Green and Danger Mouse in the band. And yeah, they came from nowhere, didn't they? And just had that monster worldwide hit. And I tell you what, just in the blink of an eye, Alex suddenly builds a little bit of a lead here now. He's got 2,577 compared to Dan in second with 2,265. And only 4 little points behind him is Dave. Wow, very close. Malagowitza and Pavel make up your top 5. Oh, it's a close one now. Number 38, Mark Ronson joined Amy Winehouse to release the song Valerie. Which band recorded the original version of Valerie? Was it Jet, the Black Keys, Franz Ferdinand, or the Zootons? So it's interesting to see a couple of you are starting to get lots of points here because we're into your kind of era. And it is the Zootons, 22.7% of you only getting that one right. And you know, as I say, if you got it right, you're catching up on a whole bunch of people. Our top player didn't get it right, allowing people to close the gap ever so slightly. It's Alex in the lead, Dave in second, Dan in third, Malagowitza and Pavel make up the top 5. As we head towards question number 39, still a couple of questions in the noughties, as we like to call it. Your next question will be on the year 2008. Question 39, true or false again, the award-winning video for Single Ladies by Beyonce was filmed in one continuous take. So, over the course of that 4 minutes, did they just start the camera and then stop it? Or did we make that up? True or false? Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. It is false. Some of you being fooled by this. It took around 12 hours actually to film it. They then edited it to make it look like it was one take, but it absolutely wasn't. 12 hours worth of dancing and singing produced that video. And this has tightened up over here. Look, with that 39.1%, Alex leads, Dave second, Dan third, Malagowitza is in fourth. Liviu is starting to make some moves as we go into our final 11 questions. He's got 1,672, takes over that 5th spot. Last question of the noughties, 2009. Which of these hit songs includes the Jewish phrase Mazel Tov in its lyrics? Which of these hit songs includes the Jewish phrase Mazel Tov in its lyrics? So 4 massive hits from that year to choose from, but which one is it? We're looking at your answers flying in, everybody managing to answer. And it's I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas, and more than half of you getting this one right, 52.4%. And wow, look at this. Alex gets it wrong and Dave gets it right. And suddenly it's very close at the top, just 80 points separating them. Alex still has the lead. He's been there almost from the off, but Dave has caught up. Dan is certainly not giving up. He's in third. Malagowitza is still in fourth. And Liviu holds on to his 5th spot. We're out of the noughties. We're into the teens. 2010. Who features on the track Love the Way You Lie by Eminem? Is it Rihanna, Norah Jones, Christina Aguilera, or Katy Perry? One of them performs on the track Love the Way You Lie by Eminem. Which one is it? Now, if you like rock and pop from the recent times, this is your chance to catch up as we go into the recent songs from the last 10 years. It was Rihanna, 47.8% of you getting it right. You can see Dominic Monaghan from Lord of the Rings, you may remember. He's in the video along with the American actress Megan Fox. Very, very good video it is as well. Our top players did not get that, you know, which has allowed Dan to really close the gap on them. Malagowitza is still there. Murcia comes into the top 5. Well done, Murcia. You've got the 5th position right now. On to 2011, question 42. What is the name of the New Zealand singer that featured on the song Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotcha? You can see her in the picture. Is that Lorde, Brooke Fraser, Big Runga, or Kimbra? The feed has gone very quiet. The live chat has gone very quiet because people are concentrating. That's to be expected. Okay, let's have a look. Kimbra is the correct answer. Brilliant. The majority of you getting it again. She was born in Hamilton, New Zealand. She's very, very famous over there. Not so famous around the world, but she is a superstar on the other side of the world. And our top players all got it wrong, which has meant that loads of you have caught up. I tell you what, could Malagowitza make a dash for the top spot? I don't know. Alex, Dave, Dan is our top 3, but they all got it wrong. Malagowitza closes the gap slightly. Murcia got it right as well. He's in 5th. Here's number 43, 2012. Gangnam Style by the South Korean artist Psy was released in July. Which animated film closes with the characters dancing to Gangnam Style? Thank you for joining in, Radu. It's nice to see that people are still paying attention to the live chat. We know people are concentrating. It's fine. Okay, so look, we did put it on the screen as well, and that is from The Nut Job, the animated movie The Nut Job. If you have kids, they would have probably got that one for you. Just 10% of you getting it right, and our top players, all of them got it wrong. So if you got it right, you've just caught up on 90% of the players. The Nut Job then, 10% getting it right. Alex, Dave, Dan, Malagowitza and Murcia. Oh, I bet you're kicking yourselves in the top 5. If you could get that one, you'd have just caught right up on people. Tudor going for the top half. Keep going, buddy. 7 questions to go, 2013. What is the first letter of this hit song? Look at the picture. Look at the picture. What is the first letter of this hit song? B, F, R or W? Okay, so it's a little GIF there that we've put on the screen. B, F, R or W? It is W, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus and that famous video. That was probably the most appropriate clip that we could put on. Some of it is, not safe for work as such. All right, Dave finally gets some points in the lead. Oh, wow, this is now so close. Dave gets the lead. Alex in second. Dan very much in touch in third. Malagowitza is still getting points, as is Murcia. Can they catch up with 6 questions to go? 2014, number 45. Which song released in 2014 became the first in history to spend a full year in the UK Top 40? It is one of those 4 songs. It spent the entire year in the UK Top 40. 1 full year. That's never happened before. Until Ed Sheeran managed it. Ed Sheeran with Thinking Out Loud. That song, wherever you go in the world, there will be a busker singing it, I guarantee. It was also the first ever song to be played 500 million times on Spotify. Dave still holds just a 56-point lead at the top with Alex chasing him. Dan is still there. Malagowitza is still there. Murcia is trying to catch up. I think it's between our top 3 for the win, but we still have 5 questions to go. We're on to 2015. See You Again by the American rapper Wiz Khalifa was recorded as a tribute to which actor? Was it Robin Williams, Paul Walker, Luke Perry or James Gandolfini? It was one of them. Answer quickly to get points for our top players. Those bonus points are so vital, but so is getting the answer correct. It was Paul Walker, and 61.9% of you getting it right. It was used on the 2015 action film Furious 7 as a tribute to Paul Walker, who of course appeared in those series of films. Dave now has a lead of 190 just like that. That was a good question for him. Alex just 25 points ahead of Dan. Malagowitza got that and is catching up. Sandra coming into the top 5 for the first time. Can she get a top 5 finish? We've got your next question, 2016. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake was used as the main song in which animated movie? Was it Kung Fu Panda 3, Finding Dory, Inside Out or Trolls? Sandra, you've got fans. Virgil is cheering for you. Can you make a top 5 finish? Trolls is the correct answer. Exactly a quarter of you getting this one right. And I tell you what, Dave is really deciding to put the pedal to the metal. He's leading now with a massive lead, 3,124 over Dan, 2,868, but it's not over, I can tell you. Alex has 2,800. Malagowitza and Sandra stays there. She's gone through 2,000 points. She's got the 5th position. We've only got 3 questions remaining. Here's number 48. Drake had a hit in 2017 with a song about which fruit? Javier, are you Malagowitza? Am I calling you a lady mistakenly? I do apologise. It's very hard to tell. It sounded feminine, but it's okay. We'll refer to you as a they until I'm positive. Okay. Passion fruit is the correct answer. Yeah, Drake sang about passion fruit. Why not? So it's Dave. Oh, I tell you what, I think Dave might have this in the bag. He's going to have to get the next 2 wrong, I would say, to give Dan a chance. But has Dan done enough to get second? Well, I don't know. Alex could still catch up. Malagowitza is still there as well. And Sandra, having got into the 5th place, has decided she is staying there. It doesn't matter about Pavel. He's gone. He's gone now. 2 questions remain. Here's your penultimate question, number 49. 2018, what is the first letter of the capital city that was also a massive hit for Camila Cabello? The first letter. 1 letter, please. That's all you've got to put. The first letter of the capital city that was a massive hit for Camila Cabello in 2018. Let's have a look. Oh, some of you got this. I thought that was tricky, but it's H for Havana. Well done if you got it. 19% of you did get it. Dave is going to win this quiz, you know. Dan, it looks to be good for second. Alex is in third. Malagowitz fourth. And Sandra in fifth. But we do have one question remaining. And remember, there is a prize for 10th, 20th and 30th position as well. So keep an eye on your screen and have a look at your final placings. Good luck. Your final question is on 2019 and 2020, and it's multiple answer. Please select 3 songs released by Billie Eilish in either 2019 or 2020. 3 of them are her songs, 2 of them are not. To get those points, yes, we know who's got this quiz won, but where will you finish? Let's have a look. So on your final question, 50 of 50, tricky one to finish up. We wanted My Future, Bad Guy, which is probably her biggest hit, and No Time to Die. Someone you Loved is by Lewis Capaldi, and Say So is by Doja Cat. Very cool video for that one as well. So it was a massive win in the end. 500 points for Dave B. Congratulations to you, with Dan coming in second, 3,005 points. But Dave B, I tell you what, let's go 3, 2, 1, and we're going to give you some magic sprinkles and glitter. There you go. That's for you. Alex coming in third. Let's have a look. Now, I tell you what, Dave and Dan had similar strategies because we can see the timings of your answer. Both taking over 10 minutes to answer here. Alex was very swift with the answering there, but the fastest in the top 10 was Andre. Andre, very, very fast. Let's tell you your top 10. So Alex in third, Malagowitz got fourth. Sandra did get a top 5 finish. Well done to Sandra. We've got Mercher in 6th. Pavel, we really wanted you in 5th, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. You got a 7th there. Sotiris, 8th there for you, buddy. Andre in 9th, and Liviu comes in 10th position. So there we go. Let's head back to our main screen. Right, we'll give you a little bit of time to calm down, and everybody's starting to get involved over here now. So, Tudor, did you get into the top in the end? I do hope you did. Lots of bravos coming in for our overall winner, Dave B. But what a tussle it was with Dan and Alex all the way. We have got prizes for you, remember. Let's quickly run through them just to make sure you know what you have won and what we will organise coming out to you. So for our winner, which is Dave B., Dave B, you will be contacted and asked to choose from one of these books, whether you are a Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones or a Beatles fan. We've got you covered. Any one of those books will be yours, and it will be a little memento of your first ever win at one of our quizzes. Congratulations to you. And then we've got Dan in second place. And Dan, you'll also get a rather lovely keepsake, which is the 1001 albums to hear before you die. That book will be coming out to you, buddy. And again, a lovely memento and a little reminder of your runners-up position tonight. Now, we do know that Liviu is in 10th place. We can see that on our screen here. Liviu, you've got my favourite prize. I don't know why, I just think this is the nicest prize here. For me, anyway, certainly something I would like during lockdown. You've won the Queen Monopoly set, Liviu. Congratulations to you. We will be organising that coming out to you. And then in 20th place, was it you? If it was, you're going to get the Guns N' Roses doormat, the entrance mat there. It's quite fun, isn't it? Knocking on Heaven's Door right outside. I'd like a Bob Dylan one, actually, with Knocking on Heaven's Door. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But anyway, we will find out from our game report who was in 20th and ensure that we contact you to get you your prize. And we have one more prize to give away, which are these rather beautiful musical cufflinks. They will go to the player in 30th position. And again, we will look at our game report, find out who it is, and get those to you. Back to our main screen. And let's see, is anybody claiming over here? Let's just have a look at our full chat just to see if we missed anybody. No. It doesn't look like we've got anybody claiming a prize yet. Catalina was just one spot off the top 10. So Soterios is asking for the next quiz. Well, you know, we've had a great time doing this quiz with you. We can do quizzes on just about anything. If you would like a football quiz, we can do that for you. We are available for hire. I'm sure Soterios has told you that. And as we go into these difficult periods, we know that companies are trying to bring their staff together, and that's exactly what we do. So, you know, feel free to contact Soterios or any of the team at CEO Clubs, and they can put you in touch with us if you would like. But we hope that we get to do another quiz with you at some point. We can do pretty much any subject or even all subjects. And of course, we do have Christmas coming up as well. All right, lots and lots of people coming in here. Football quiz is not fair to the ladies. Well, Yes, I would agree to some degree, but I've also got some female friends who would be very upset to hear that. But yeah, maybe an overall sports quiz. It's up to you. We can do anything. You know, if you want a quiz on Friends or geography or Harry Potter or sci-fi, we've got it covered. We can do just about anything at all. So we will send the game report over to the guys at CEO Club. Once again, thank you so much for inviting us to present to you this evening. It's been an absolute joy. If you do want to look us up, you can follow us on our YouTube channel, which you are watching right now, and you can find us for our regular quizzes at Big British Bucharest Quiz online as well. Very easy to find. Do send your feedback into Soterios and let him know which subjects you would like, and then we can have a chat and see what we come up with for the next one. Yeah, we could do food or drink. Yes, we could do geography. We can do anything you like. So once again, congratulations to the winners, commiserations to the losers, but don't be worried. Everybody's learned something today, I would hope, about the last 50 years of music. We've had a great time. I hope that you have too. Thank you for quizzing with us, and we hope to quiz with you again very, very soon.